to learn Undercommon?
It's a language, so the same as any other language.
How long would that take?
In what kind of
Whatever proficiency is.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be literally the same as what I've got for proficiency.
Well, the thing is that there's spells for it, but the only one I can learn or prepare is deals with spoken languages.
Oh, you got tongues rather.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised that Aaron has tongues?
Anyway, as you guys are all walking around investigating, Aaron and Saren, you were finishing off the last bits of Celestial from the pedestal in the center. And Aaron, you can decipher from what she's written. Poorly against the stone, but enough that you can read. It speaks that the seal is protected by the forces of whatever these braziers hold, and can only be unsealed by an offering of each.
Unsealed?
Yeah. Unsealed, dissolved, removed.
So if we're gonna go through with the ritual, we're gonna remove the seal.
Aye. Am I still on the call with Sechko?
With Argentile, but
Well,
he's gone quiet.
Have
He's
you changed to Argentile? I don't remember.
Yeah, he was Argentile.
She never said she handed over.
Yeah,
He
I just assumed that Sechko was really knowledgeable about this stuff.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so Argentile, we think we figured out how to open the thing, but we're not sure it's a good idea. Like, it's potentially it does lead the way to you, but this is some kind of seal that was put in place by the Celestials. Do we really want to be fucking around with that?
Well, that is only down to if we are successful or not.
Well, if we're not successful, we're all dead. So.
Either way, then, matters little.
The fact that I agree with that mindset probably is worrying for everyone else in the room, but guys, what did the Oracle say to us about this path? The one that we chose.
The path of stone?
Was the one with ash and fire and stuff, right?
Was it?
Yeah, it was smoke and fire.
Of darkness, and it wasn't the.
Oh, darkness and spider.
Yeah.
I don't think she said more than that.
It was smoke and fire. There was something else, but you may have already had that written down.
Can I roll to remember?
I thought you wrote it down, but yeah, sure.
I
You
did
can.
write it down, but like my mum came in my flat and tidied up, and I have no idea where my notebooks are.
Well, rip. Sure. You can make an attempt to remember what you said in your dream.
What am I rolling?
Intelligence. Just flat intelligence.
In the meantime,
Really? Intelligence, really?
That's knowledge. Yes.
so this is
You
how
hate me so much. Oh, okay.
I trusted in you. Yes, Aaron?
So the way we should do it will undo the seal, but if we do it again, will it place the seal back up?
Possible. It seems it's not going to disappear. It's just going to unlock.
What are you thinking? We can unseal it so we can go through and then close it behind us?
Yeah. Like once we leave this Underdark, we can close it back up again.
That's a fair point. And like worst case scenario, if we open it and everything's horrible, maybe we can just seal it again. Just be like, nope, close it again.
But I don't know if it's gonna be like the exact same ritual in the same order. It should be.
Well, you said that it was sealed with the things and can only be opened with an offering from the things. So,
How do we offer its shadow, though?
well,
Shadow is just someone blocking the lights. Maybe shine light and someone stands in between.
Itiamo, don't you have a darkness spell?
Oh yeah.
That's a fair point.
I love that reaction.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
the other thing is, though, if we're making a blood offering, there are a lot of dead people in this room.
Will they be freshener, though?
No, I'm
I-
not
I-
thinking we offer them. I mean, does the blood offering mean death?
No, I think it just means love. A bit of life.
Alright. So
Or we
Arcantile,
can always ask her.
Arcantile, well, we that was a guess that what they did wrong was what killed them, but we don't know that like
I know.
they wouldn't have died anyway. So, you know.
Well, try and get here without dying. I apparently heard you've died once already.
Not me personally, but yeah.
Well, minor details. Let's not go into that, shall we?
Yeah. I don't suppose you've got like a bag of diamonds with you?
It goes quiet for a moment.
Alright. We'll be in touch if we're still alive and not if we're dead.
Well, if it comes to pass, Sherwood can attempt to bring us to you if the need arises.
What was that, sorry?
Sherwood can bring us to you if the need arises.
Well, I mean, would that be wise? If you came to us?
That is why I say get here safely.
No, what I mean is, like, would the wisest option be for you to get yourselves here, look at this thing, and have people more knowledgeable than us decide if it's a bad idea to open the door? Because if it does just lead back to where you are, then it's only a momentary setback.
Because I prefer to keep her having her abilities all ready if we need to escape.
Yeah. Every single spell we use or anything.
Alright, but if everything goes terribly wrong and all you hear through the sending stone is screaming, that's your cue to teleport over here, alright?
Indeed.
Alright, let's get this done.
Yeah, but what do we give offering to the blue one, which we don't know much about?
Create water?
Or just water from a flask instead of using a spell. But
Well, yeah, I can like water bend from a flask into it, I guess.
That would be better.
I think. Can I? No, I can't do that anymore because of the thing changing.
Or you can just pour it out flask into it.
Yeah, but that's not as cool.
Are we sure this is her though?
I don't want to be the only person who's not doing a spell, okay? Alright, I guess Ulan will do the blood offering actually.
I was gonna suggest I do it, but
Well, Ulan would never ask somebody else to do it, so.
Just one thing before we start. If we need these things to reseal it afterwards, I can only do darkness once. Rest, so we're not going to be able to seal it up anytime soon.
Once per short rest or long rest?
Long.
Alright.
Well, I can create a rudimentary smoke darkness by creating a smoke screen.
Well, I mean, there's no other way, right? Well, I guess we could try and cast a shadow on it, and see if that does it. And if that doesn't, we'll have to use darkness and just live with the consequences.
Yeah, I'm wondering if a simple light will work on this one here.
That's
or
what I
does
was
it...
thinking as well. Yeah, if we just put a light stone in.
I guess I'll try, and if it doesn't work, I'll try something stronger.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll a. Hang on, let me count.
Because we don't want us to be, near
Okay.
when it happens in case something happening, except for the blood thing.
Hey, can I has it?
Can you have what?
Yes.
Thank you.
I say this as I give it to you.
On a fire and heat.
I cannot use it myself.
Oh, did you figure out what it did?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
On a fire and thing, because no one's really to be touch anything. Savante's gonna place his lighter there.
Well, I'm not saying anything, but
You're doing what?
Seraphina can do like fire cantrips.
That's true.
And we need to. Yeah, let's not put anything in just yet because we
You
need
can
to do it in order.
you can pour
No,
the
in
water
order,
on the
I was
doodad if you
saying.
like.
I was just saying I was going to be like, ready because I don't know what spells like we do anything.
You can do the water if you'd like, and maybe Seren and Senegir can stand ready to like smash whatever comes through the door.
Alright.
Quietly, he gives up the blood altar to you. Heads up the stairs behind Seren. As he actually had picked up something from one of the other drafts, who looked like he had a piece of silver, but flicks it, strolls up the stairs.
Flicks
So-
it what at me?
No, just onto the stairs.
Oh, okay.
So, what are you guys planning to do?
I have a question.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it would be possible, but basically cast 2 spells in a row, kind of thing.
It does take an action, which is basically 6 seconds.
It was a question.
Yeah. Why? What would you planning to do?
It's because I have the control flames cantrip. But could technically use
Control
Well, I
flames as a fire.
end up box and then
Yeah,
control
we
flames
could
over-
just make a fire, and then
Or
you
just
can just
open
like
up
pick
a
up the
lighter.
flame and just be like, here you go, plunk. With
Guys,
control
I have
flames.
Guys, I have a sequel. Just open up the sequel and control that flame. Not even you need to create a fire.
Yeah, well, yeah, but, like we can just set fire to a stick. Or,
Control
like,
fire
or we
flames
can just,
creates
like,
fire.
Use the lighter in her hand or use a tinderbox or whatever. I mean,
Create flames creates fire. It creates a.
no,
Or-
it's control, not create flame.
Uh,
Because what we're talking about is Seraphina can create a flame, and she can control a flame. But you're saying there's a 6-second interval
Yeah, to
between the two.
keep it alive.
Well, I mean, technically, if you create the flame, Ulan can control the flame for 6 seconds, and then you can take it from him, and have it in your hands ready to go.
This is not really a problem. We should
It's
be-
like
you're being very specific on something you're not sure about.
It's enough that one can just be placed on the ground, or she can have it in one hand,
Yeah, yeah,
because yeah, it's a magic component.
yeah. We'll be fine. I mean, I think that's probably not a detail we need to actually worry about. Well, don't even start, Owen. Don't even, we've got a sequence. Just
Oops.
no.
Oh,
Let's not joke about changing.
So, what are you doing first?
So, I'm gonna see if everyone's ready.
Give you a thumbs up.
How are we creating shadow again? Do we decide?
If you want, you can try and cast a shadow on it. But if that doesn't seem to work, I mean,
Yeah. Will we know if is it gonna? We need to check the blood first. If it's
Yeah.
gonna give any indication if
Yeah,
activated or
yeah,
not.
that makes sense. We'll do right. So Ulan is going to use one of his Duragar knives because I did a dice roll to see which of his dagger collection he's going to use.
Of course he did.
And he is going to just like across his palm and then like drip blood into the.
What will you? I haven't got some cast shadow because I have anything that
You've got a light stone.
I don't think I have.
You.
Like, never use them.
I will throw you a light stone.
Alright, there we go.
Well, we'll figure it out once we've done the blood thing. Because if there's any kind of reaction, then we know we can, like, if the brazier lights up or whatever in reaction to the blood, then we will be able to test whether casting a shadow works.
Yeah,
If
we know
we
what
aren't
triggers
able
it.
to test that, then use darkness. Just better safe than sorry. So we'll see what happens now with the blood.
I guess I have like two of them, for water.
I've got a spare water skin, so I would have given you
So, you cut your palm,
that. Yep.
and what, you hold it over it, or?
I'm like dripping the blood into the brazier.
Alright. As soon as just a single drop hits this kind of basin of crystal, it absorbs straight into it. And you feel a pull, a tug, which forces your hand towards the crystal.
Uh,
Do you resist, or?
A bit, yeah. Like, if more blood drips in, does the pull get stronger?
If you don't fully resist, your hand goes and touches the crystal fully.
Well, I'm resisting enough to stop my hand touching anything.
Alright, give me a strength check. Or a strength save, actually.
Oh,
Please.
shit.
Strength save.
Yes.
Well, I'm proficient.
22. Alright. You pull your hand away, and the connection dissipates, and you don't feel that tug anymore. And the crystal dulls.
Okay, yeah. Shit, I'll let my hand touch the crystal.
Okay. You get closer again, and you feel the drips go into it, and you feel yourself just almost fall forwards. You stop yourself from falling, but your hand touches, and you feel draining happen to you.
Yep.
For the first turn,
Okay, guys, go.
you suffer a good old 4 points of necrotic damage, as you are feeling literally drained from whatever this is doing.
Yep.
And you can feel this glow coming from it, which lights up the inner rim of the entire crystal. What do you guys do next?
Quickly, people.
Yep.
Just as a
Serafina.
quick question, did Serafina feel any pull to any circle as she walked around?
Oh, yes, definitely. As you got close to this red one, yeah, no, it's almost ridiculous in comparison to the rest. Like, this almost wants you to throw yourself into it as a compulsion.
Kindly ignore
Well, I have code fire in it.
Slowly dying. Slowly dying.
Yeah, I have
Burn quicker.
I have my stick. And then I
For another
turn
two.
it on fire.
Do what? Oh, your stuff.
No,
Oh.
a torch.
Okay. And you throw the torch in?
Put it in the basin.
Yeah. As soon as any heat enters into this bowl, the whole bowl just pulls the torches out of your hand, and it just lands into the center, causing an actual ball of flame to just exist at the center. Doing so, however, all of you notice that one of the lines, the one connected between, goes red.
Oh my god, guys, this is fucking cool. Okay. Slowly dying.
Correct.
Slowly dying.
So yeah, then you take another 2 points.
Another two.
Uh,
Is that on top of the two that you?
Oh no, sorry, that was just that 2. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll grab the ball I'm next to, and I'm gonna use my light stone to cast light on it.
All right. As soon as you cast it again, it doesn't even go into the bowl. It just and this is from the stone.
Yeah, from my light stone.
Yeah, the stone itself just gets sucked straight to the center as a ball of light just begins to exist. And again,
I've got plenty.
you feel starting to almost be tugged, then, as
Another 3. Okay.
yeah.
I hold the light stone in my left hand, activate it, shine it into the one in the ring in front of me, and I wave my hand in front of it to cast a shadow over the circle.
Yeah. You feel the magic. This is from Darkness Spell, right?
No, he's trying to.
Oh, using shadow to create. Right. Yeah. It's the weirdest thing to see, as you know what a shadow should look like, but as soon as it goes across this dome, it twists and begins to coalesce, almost like someone's playing around with the light source, but you're holding it in your hand, as a very small orb of darkness just begins to swell. And oof, I am making you feel the pain. I am sorry, Lando.
69.
As it's almost drawing his life force across these lines.
Okay, Savant.
Uncork the 2 water skins and just pour it into it.
And nothing happens for a few seconds.
Uh-oh.
As it just starts to cause a puddle in this basin of crystal. And then, as you're the closest, you notice around the edge it begins to freeze around the edge. And you can see the crystals forming across the surface as it begins to freeze over. And
That was ice, not water. Okay.
it takes a moment as you take another 3 points as it begins to slowly freeze over, eventually becoming complete ice. As again, Ulan, you're getting considerably weaker as more of your literal life force is being drained out of this crystal and presumably
Oh my god, you guys have made a fucking pattern.
pulled across these lines in the stone itself.
Guys, what if the last clue held what the final step we should do?
And then, what is the last one?
Either blood or fire.
What?
No,
It's
it's
either
blood.
blood or fire.
It's blood. We decided that
It has to be
Yeah.
blood. Look at the shape.
Yeah.
As
Yeah, it goes back to blood, but I mean, am I not enough? My hand is like literally touching the crystal thing.
oh
right?
yeah, like your hand is placed and it's like you can feel like it's being pushed into this crystal.
Okay, I'm gonna plant my other hand in my mouth, bite it really hard until I draw blood, and slap my second hand down.
Okay. As that one immediately taps into it again. Right. One. And it doesn't hurt as much as the first one, but your whole entire body feels like it wants to be thrown into this crystal basin at this point.
Yep.
You're large enough, fortunately, that it doesn't throw you in, but give me a strength save just to make sure.
Strength save.
This is just to make sure you don't just fall all the way in. Yeah. You keep your hands fully pressed in, and you control this. It's almost an urge that wants to throw you in, which is weird. Like your body itself wants to throw itself into this, but doing so, you feel the final line connect, and the entirety of the ring begins to glow, as well as the central pedestal of all 5 shades of color. Which, Seren, as you've been looking at the writing, all the writing begins to also illuminate this deep red shade. And the door that all of you have seen, the stone door of the horrible and gruesome details across it, thuds. Just a and just a very faint breeze seems to pass through under it. Just a
Fucking fantastic. We woke Amenhotep.
Nulan. The sensation fades. The crystal's still glowing. Mostly. And you can pull your hands away. without
so.
the sensation. But it's dimming.
Everyone rush.
I'll push
Yep.
the door open.
Through the door.
Alright.
Let's go.
So, and as you're the closest, you can reach and grab the door. It's heavy, so give me a strength check, actually. Just to see if you can throw it open. Because it hasn't actually opened. It's possibly unlocked itself, but it's not open.
The ninja would.
Oh, Synergy will help, so do it at advantage.
Pitch black eye.
Oh, wow.
Pitch black.
Oh, wow. Oh, oops. Okay, hold
That's
on.
hilarious.
Try that again. Oh, hang on. Sorry.
You rolled a 17, but
Okay,
Yeah.
17.
Well,
That was at advantage, yeah. Yeah, with the help of Synergy as well, both of you grab hold of this door. And it's a double door, it seems. You didn't actually see the seam previously. There was actually a line going straight down the center, which seems to have revealed itself. But
once
reaching
the
in,
seam's broken.
and you both separate the two doors, and there is no noise. However, there is the sensation of the vacuum of air from whatever was inside, or difference in pressure, as just the sensation of wind just blows through this entire cavern towards the door, just almost sucking it all in. As you all begin running up, you all hear something. It doesn't seem to be echoing. It seems to be clear. Hello. I didn't expect more guests so early.
what did we do?
And as you step through,
It's too late now, and we go.
it's pitch black. Even for all of your dark vision, it is dark. But it's not solid. It seems to be almost a mist. And as you start moving through, the door itself hasn't closed, but it seems to be creaking closed. Almost like it's resetting itself.
Let's move in.
But as you keep on moving through this black mist that seems to be obscuring your vision, you see a clearing ahead of grey stone, and Seren as the front. You notice as well this huge arch, several arches, all in a line of this beach white material. And all of you following behind can start to see it. And eventually the mist itself actually begins to settle, less than a couple inches from the ground, revealing what you could only imagine is a ribcage of something far taller than any of you, which is just sticking out of the ground. And there is no light source apart from any of your own light stones that you're carrying. But surrounding you are hundreds and hundreds of bleached white remains of you don't know how many creatures scattered across, which seems to keep on going in every which direction.
Oh,
Ulan is going to very slowly and carefully lift the standing stone to his mouth and go, I think this might have been a bad idea.
it just when we made a phone call earlier at some point, they did talk about a lot of
Bones.
Bones and remains and stuff, yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if they're here.
Yeah. We just opened the door, and there is a giant rib cage. If you have seen a giant rib cage,
Press
please
one.
let us know, and we will use it to find you.
You hear through it, Sherwood. Is this Ulan?
Yes, it is. Hello.
Ulan, everyone else is a little busy right now.
Well, we just opened a giant hell door, and
Alright.
we've come through into a boneyard.
Well,
full of
you may be in the same
unnatural
area
bugs.
we are.
Aye.
It's quite vast, so locating each other is going to be difficult, but easier than anything.
Oh, there was also a creepy voice that said hello.
The whisper.
Yeah. Is that
Wasn't
what you?
expecting
Is that
more
what we were told
guests.
about earlier?
Yes. Or
Okay.
I imagine it is. It knows we're here. Whatever it is.
Wonderful.
Has it spoken to you since you first arrived, or?
Constantly. It's been difficult to sleep.
Okay. Well, what's your suggestion? Do we just wander around aimless?
Be quiet. There is other creatures down here, not just that.
Who is the most, you know, Sechiko, of course. Hang on, I'm gonna turn to the rest of the party and be like, can anyone locate creature on Sechiko?
Of course I can, but she needs to be within 1,000.
Within how much?
1,000 feet.
How vast is it? Is this place bigger than 1,000 feet?
You have no
obviously.
idea.
Yeah, probably. Were there
Depends on
any
whatever spells
landmarks
were
at all? Like, did you see any landmarks at all that we could keep an eye out to zero in on where you are?
The easiest one would be... It would be a couple hours ago. We found a dragon. Or the remains of one.
Was it a big giant ribcage?
No, an actual dragon.
Like a dead dragon corpse?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
What color? Not
It
that
was-
I can hear, but
But it was boned, so...
Yeah, right, but you found an entire dragon skeleton, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Not like a...
We found parts of others, but this is the first full one.
Alright.
Did you see any living
How
creature?
big a dragon?
Yeah. Large enough you will know.
Front whispers. Ask them if they know anything that they could locate.
Hang on.
Yeah, fucked.
What kind of threats have you run into down here?
As for a moment passes, and actually you can't hear any of that. Several seconds passed. Sorry, we just had to take cover from something. Creatures. There's a few. The main ones obviously are those insects. I believe called them sturges. Mosquitoes of something.
Right. Yep.
There's some variation of ghoul as well. They seem to be picking at the bones. They seem to be rather easy to deal with, but there's a lot of them. The hardest ones are probably the, I guess, the pets of the elephants. There's patrolling around down here.
How many people can you teleport at once?
Me?
Aye.
At this point, only 3.
And
I
including
can-
yourself.
No, total 3.
Ah.
When I brought you and Booker, down towards the steps. That was my highest. We can do a teleportation circle, but that takes, well, several minutes.
I'm wondering, rather than us wandering around aimlessly in this darkness, if it would be easiest for you to try and teleportation circle your way to us. Oh, I know that'd get us away from the... No, there's no way of teleporting all of you to us, is there?
No. But you'll probably hear us in a moment. Arkan? And quiet.
Seems they're in trouble.
Keep your eyes open, people.
I'm gonna use a spell slot. To do some
Primeval awareness. Which I guess gives you... this is Underdark, so it's only a mile.
mile, but I can sense aberrations, celestial dragons, elemental fae, fiends, and undead. Undead is what I'm particularly interested in.
Is it all of them, or do you have to choose? 'Cause I can never remember.
It's just undead. So it's everything that's undead.
You realise the answer is going to be yes everywhere to this. So maybe that's not the most useful application of a spell slot.
Depending on...
There's a difference between bones and undead.
Yeah, but like that's not necessarily going to help us find them.
True.
Well, I'm trying to send ghouls.
Which are undead. Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily. I mean, yeah, we'll know they're around, but we know they're around already.
Well, if I sense them for 1 minute and suddenly they start to blip off because they die.
As he said, the more difficult ones is the pets, but the fuck knows what they have done to the pets.
Can we hear anything in particular yet? Because she did say we were going to hear her.
Yeah, you can definitely give me a try. Perception.
Or can we have perception for that? Okay.
Yeah. This is definitely hearing, not sight. Which is pretty much the same. Which it just means you don't have a negative penalty because of the vision.
I know right now.
Well, perceptions?
Perception.
Can we pay attention to Aaron's crotch and use his boner as like a compass to point to
Oh
centigrade?
my fucking god.
Is everything north?
I'm not sure if that works like that, but oh, Aaron, damn.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your ears aren't as good as your eyes, Saren.
Well.
However, Aaron does better than Elven hearing, apparently. As Seraphina and Ithel, you two can pick up clattering of bones in various directions, especially north of you currently.
See, Aaron, your boner was right.
And the faint sounds of...
Can we have that on a t-shirt, please?
That's impressive.
I'm writing that down.
See, Aaron, your boner was right. Well, as well as the sound of buzzing above you guys. Pretty far still. Probably a few 100 feet above. In this canopy of whatever it is. But Aaron, you hear very faintly. This is almost the sound of like a pin dropping. To the northeast of where you guys currently are. There's definitely different sounds. The sound of... It's almost like a howl. But not of like a wolf. This is definitely a howl of a creature of abnormal nature.
Northeast is bad. Northeast is bad. I repeat, northeast is bad.
That's probably where we want to go then.
Just imagine how impressed Setchigo is going to be when you turn up and save her.
Yeah, imagine how impressed would be if my corpse turns up.
Wait, what?
Arrange for that.
You'll be too late to care at that point.
Wow.
Impressed by your corpse. So, what do you guys plan to do?
We go towards the scary noise.
Go towards the scary noise.
Of course we do.
How do you go? You use stealthing or are you just going to sprint?
Well,
Well,
she
we'll-
did say we should be
semi-stealth.
quiet.
Yeah, stealth.
Alright.
Yeah,
Give me some party checks.
He's been stealth.
Good
Party
God.
checks, you mean my raid check?
at least we don't need to care about,
Yeah. And then remember you...
I'm not disadvantaged.
You're not? You swapped, yes. I was about to say, but there. You remembered before me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I
we don't need to care
remembering
about
from 2?
right?
You cannot fucking find me.
Oh, wait, he hasn't spotted yet. There we go. There it is. There's the natural 20.
Senator.
Oh, and I'll do senators, yes. With a D.
All 10 or
20
above.
plus. Oh gosh, what is it? A 6? I think it's 6.
For once we're doing good.
Actually, I don't think it's proficiency, so 4.
I just jinxed ourselves.
Wow.
Never mind.
Wow.
He would have
Wow.
proficiency because it's part of monk.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Oh no, wait, no, sorry. Stealth. I'm thinking dex.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. So it's only just his dex bonus. I'll double check on his character sheet because he is not here. We'll have a look. Because it will make the difference between a 10 or below. And...
Oh, we have an at 20.
No, he does not.
Yeah, surely the nat 20 compensates for that.
It is not a nat 1, so yeah, we'll see. So you guys begin heading. What is your order? Obviously, this is no tunnel, so it doesn't have to be a direct order. But I just want to see who's at the front.
There's
and-
not a huge amount to track, but I guess Ulan, Savan, and Seren at the front.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I'll stick towards the middle. And after that,
I'm armored enough to bring
I'll
up the...
pick Seraphina up and put her on my shoulders so she can keep pace.
All right. Senator will stick near the middle as well.
No, not by stealthing.
Yeah.
That's true, not while stealthing because he's a ranger.
Yeah, just as a comment,
Mm.
I don't know if it's a good idea to make us taller, just saying. Because then we're easier to
Not by
spot.
much. You're pretty short.
Yeah, but she's got a 3-foot hat on.
Yeah.
No, she's got a bigger hat on now.
It's not 3 foot, goddamn.
Girl, it's
It's not the
compensating
size
for
of the
something.
hat that matters.
It's the width of the brim.
Wow.
Okay, we need to write that one down too.
Wow. That's impressive. Furiously typing.
I will be like in the back then. I have armor, I guess.
You have some type of
I
armor.
imagine Senator would be at the backpack.
All right. I'll put him at the backpack.
Yeah, so
Alright.
Aaron is not.
You see our backpack.
So Aaron is covered
All right.
on both
So,
sides.
yeah, you begin slowly making way at a decent pace. You're basically double moving, but stealthily. And it's going to take you a while as you begin heading through this dark chamber with very little in the way of noise. Occasionally, you hear the buzzing of a cloud of these insects that you've all seen previously. Buzz barely 50 feet above your guys' heads and seems to collect itself in a mound of bones where it seems to disappear inside. And you see various other collections of bones. Some of creatures you are pretty sure you've never seen before. Others of something colossal. Wow.
Get up.
Some
working on something.
almost look like whales, but it wouldn't make sense for being down here, as there's huge pieces which are each rib cage is probably each bone itself must be at least 15 foot in length, as it just curves out of the ground at these peculiar angles, creating both an interesting silhouette in the distance, but also a very just an odd scenery, which just scatters into the distance. As you keep going, you also see purposeful piles of bones, which look like they've been collected and placed there purposely as these mounds of what you can tell look like humanoid bones. You're not sure which type, without further inspection, but a variety of shapes, which you can imagine is either elven or human, or somewhere in between. And occasionally you have to stop. Would you stop either in one of these rib cages or by one of the piles of bones?
Probably in a rib cage.
Alright. Yeah, you go into one of the rib cages, and during it you can inspect that with these bleached bones there is not a single bit of flesh or muscle on them. They've either been very well cleaned or they've been here a very long time, or both. Doing so, you watch as two creatures pass by just within your vision, and Ithamore and Saren, you two can notice these are almost primate in shape and their walking stature, but they have 4
Winston?
arms instead of just 2. First set that they use to walk, and the second set they kind of just have wrapped around themselves, almost like a just covering their torso, and both of them seem to just be snarling at each other, and seem to then separate and carry on down some type of patrol path of theirs. And then you see one of them snarl and start making noises at a group of ghouls in the distance, which then the ghouls scatter, and the rest of you hear the clatter of bones as they seem to disappear into the darkness further down. As you wait a moment for them to pass, one of them stops. And carries on going. Almost just sniffing the air, waiting for something. After waiting a couple more moments, you carry on moving. With the 3 in the lead, can you 3 give me perception checks? Ulan, Savant, and Saren. As you're in the lead. Ooh. Holy shit.
The ones who are perceptive.
Yeah, as you guys carrying on, and to this point you've travelled almost an hour, but you've been making good pace. You've kept together and you've kept low, and
That's a good. How long have it been since we woke up?
since you woke up from sleeping, almost 3 hours at this point, 2.5.
Yeah, 'cause we found that thing within like half an hour or so.
A lot of time
Yeah.
passed during that. Yeah.
And most of that time was just spent trying to figure out the riddle.
Yeah. Which, as a note, you've have to have spent something for dark vision because
I did.
Okay. Cool.
She did. I think she used the stone because it recharged to full.
Yep, I did.
Okay, good. Just to make sure, because I almost forgot about your 2 hindrances of not seeing in darkness.
Excuse me?
You're a hindrance, damn it. Yes. Did
Why are you
you
doing
also? You haven't cast mage armor yourself, have you? Is it
No.
everything? Okay. I was just checking. Yes. The 3 of you, as you're traveling forwards, you can hear that sound again of horrible howls. It's like, which is this horrible sound of several of them making the sound. You don't hear the sound of combat, however. as Seraphina, you've got the stone back, or Ulan, do you have the stone?
The Toki stone.
Yes.
I've probably still got it at this point.
Okay, so you hear over
I have one too.
Sherwood.
Lots of us have stones for that, though. So
That's true, actually. So most of you can actually hear. But yeah, you hear Sherwood come over again. Are you okay?
we're fine.
We had a little incident, let's say.
What did Arcantile do?
Oh, it wasn't him.
Oh.
Surprisingly.
What happened then?
It was, well, Ro.
Oh.
She was on a bit of a scout with Junga. They had seemed to have run into some of the ghouls. It wasn't difficult, but precaution is needed. Setting off the entirety of this graveyard would be detrimental.
A poor decision.
Especially as I don't believe they have discovered us yet, just the Whisper. That we know. How far are you?
We're not sure yet. We haven't seen a dragon yet, but we're keeping our eyes out.
I'll defer this to Arcantile, but he may try to come back and at least regroup with you.
Did you make a like just after you said we might hear you? Was there a loud shrieking noise?
Yes, that was them.
We're headed in that direction now, and we were close enough to hear it, so
That's good. All right
it may
then.
not be long.
We'll be waiting, or at least I hope we will be waiting.
Try to be alive when we get there. It'd be a shame to have come all this way.
We intend to not die just yet. There's more things to do.
Well, nobody ever intends to die. Well, I suppose some people do, but not normally. Just keep your eyes open, alright?
And it takes a second. Well, apparently, Booker wants to come and regroup with you. He's
If
going
he
to come back by
thinks-
himself.
If he thinks he can find us, I mean, is it wise for him to be wandering off solo? Into the dark void full of whispers and undead?
And AP things.
He's currently the most competent right now. I can't say about some of the others, but he's at least good at keeping hidden.
Alright, well, tell him we heard him to the northeast. We heard
He knows.
your noise from, like, relative position. It was northeast of us.
And he has an eye for tracking things, so he'll be able to find you quickly, I hope.
I hope so.
Tell me when he finds you.
We will. Be safe. And I hang up, I guess.
She hang up first.
And she hung up first. And then I turn to the others and I'm like, so, Hawkstrad's coming. So there's that. We should keep moving slowly, but keep our eyes peeled, because, well, because the whole world is trying to kill us right now.
Right.
Is the whispers whispering anything to us? Is
At
it
this
whispering
point,
sweet
no.
nothings in our ears?
Actually, considering where you guys are now, can all of you just give me a wisdom save?
God fucking damn it, Rady, keep your mouth shut.
Is this
I don't. Yeah, I'm like,
magic?
oh god, don't feel like sleeping in this place.
Is this considered magic?
This is considered magic, yes.
Wow.
Because we know how I roll on wisdom saving throws.
Mm.
Is I'm proficient?
Yeah, it was the wrong one. Well, it's the
Huh?
same stat anyway, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the same stat for you.
Oh my god. It was
Who's the other one? Oh, it's fine. Yeah.
One is loading in.
Yeah, let's do Senator, because why not? He was like a 6, I think, because he's proficiency +2. Okay. Okay.
all ahead of me.
Yeah, none of you seem to hear this whisper. And you begin travelling further on. It doesn't take long before, Saren, you see in the distance a very imposing shape on the in the distance. A
Draconic shape?
skull that seems to be risen up several feet into the air, with a skull with horns outstretched behind it, and a single wing that seems to be reaching up for the ceiling, completely of bone and just frozen.
I will quietly point it out to the others, especially to Ulan, and whisper that I think that's the dragon.
Can I look and see if I can figure out what kind of dragon it is?
You can't really see it at this point. Saren's only able to see it because of her ridiculous eagle vision. And even she can't really make out any proper details.
Let's get closer because I need to start to track them after that.
Alright, I guess I won't. Yeah, we'll just keep going.
Alright, as you proceed getting closer, you duck behind another one of these large rib cages as another swarm that you've seen seems to just buzz past. It doesn't even seem to stop to even notice your presence. It seems to just fly around. They're not in large clusters as well, as you've seen swarms previously. These seem to be very small groupings, which is possibly to be a sign, but you're not sure. But as you get closer to this shape in the distance, you can start seeing it as well at this point, and there's definitely parts that resemble a dragon, and it is definitely skeletal. As you get closer,
Skeletal, guys.
skeletal dragon, Draco Lich. It is very clear to you that this is some type of dragon. It is. You would say it's slightly smaller from what you've seen of the two dragons you've seen in Ulan.
Okay.
Are you guys going to go all the way up to it, or?
Well,
Gonna
I'm
keep
gonna
your
start
distance.
searching with tracks, so if we need to get closer, we need to get.
Yeah. We'll get as close as Savant used to get.
They said they went past it, so you're going to have to give me a survival check to actually find the tracks. Because there's a large area around this creature. Wow.
I'm good as a hero point. So I'm actually need to be able to do my job.
11. There's several tracks around here. The most noticeable are these very small clawed prints, which you can imagine are probably these ghoul creatures they are talking about. And then you notice several of them that just seem to be traveling the area. There's no pattern to them. And they don't seem large, they seem pretty meager in size. But you can approach this frame, which, unlike the rest of them, has kept some type of shape to it instead of just collapsing into the earth. As you're not sure what's holding it together, as there's no scales, there's no flesh on this body, but the wing, the single wing pointing up to the sky is still attached together mostly, as the bones are attached, and the neck itself is holding up the skull at a decent height. That you can tell that this creature, if it were to stand at full height, would be huge and very imposing. But as it is just a memory of what it would have been.
A picture everyone with moving on.
Are you guys going to carry on past it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natural Museum of Underdark. Yeah. As you carry on through, it starts to get a little bit more dense. There's several more piles of bones, and the amount of piles you've passed must be ridiculous in amount. It must be hundreds, thousands possibly, of these bodies that have been piled up down here. But at this point, all of you can see there is a source of light in the distance, off to the far east. There's almost a atmosphere of light being given off. It's faint, but you can see the reflections in parts of the ceiling, which are of this very almost sickly green, which just seems to just give off a little bit of light, which illuminates that side of the cavern.
Wouldn't be using lights.
But currently where you are, it is dark, pitch black, which I imagine you're using no light source at the moment.
Yeah, because we're stealthing. That would kind of defeat the object.
That would defeat the point. But as you mean moving into these piles of bones, as you keep on heading to the north, you have to stop while you hear a sound of footsteps. Everybody's just as the ones at the front, you see another one of those creatures, these hunchback, almost gorilla-shaped creatures, but with more of a squashed dog face would be the best way of describing it, with deep red eyes, which give off the sense that they're not... you can't negotiate with this creature. As you're looking at it, there's something odd about its stomach, which you can't really see, as the two additional arms it has, it seems to be covering whatever it is. But it seems bulbous.
Stay away from that.
And as you guys are hiding, yeah, it doesn't even stop and passes by. Barely 30 feet away, and it disappears into another almost corridor at this point between bone piles. You eventually get into this corridor of bones. and as you pass by, you can see skulls literally looking out at you, which you can attempt to recognize if you want to look at them. Or do you focus and carry on?
I'll take a look at...
Yeah, I'm gonna look for tracks.
Okay, yeah, give me a nature and then a survival.
Sorry, which was which one?
Well, you do the nature.
Okay.
Yeah. Looking at the bones, yeah, there's a lot of different creatures in here, and a lot of different races. The first one you see is dwarvish. Immediately, you can tell from the squat head and the broad chin bones. You see another one which is narrow and looks like elvish. You see another one which you would say is elvish, but has a very strange head shape. It's far too tall and stretched. You see another one which you would say is human. You're not sure. And there's a scattering of them in the paths that you look around. Savant, you finally notice tracks. And they're not of humanoids. We find the deep pits of a golem track.
You have gone too far.
Nice.
No.
Oh, it is. As Aaron at the back, you hear footsteps and a familiar voice. Ah, there you are.
And I turn around quickly in a party pose.
And you see Hawkstrad. Or you don't see him. You hear him.
Are you fucking invisible?
That is the only way of getting here without being seen. So yes.
Oh, really?
I was lucky to actually see you guys. You've done pretty well.
Well, if you plan on leading us back to wherever we're going, that would probably be easier if we could see you. Just saying.
Well, I found you, so I don't need this anymore. Ah, I can't. This is not mine. Damn.
Come over here, and I hold an arm out.
You hear him draw back a string, and he points. You see an arrow appear in the ground, and then he appears.
Oh, that's remarkably clever.
I have dealt with spells like this before, so
I can see that.
I know how to at least get rid of them quickly.
Well, I could also follow your text, but okay.
And you saw him only about 2-3 days ago, and he looks haggard. There's already signs of bags under his eyes, and his clothes don't look damaged, but disheveled. You look all, well, I would say fine, but after hearing that apparently you came close to a Grim Reaper, I'll say, good job. You made it here.
Aaron fought him off for us.
Well, hopefully you're not having any second thoughts. You made it this far.
Well,
Well, yeah.
It'd take too long if we turn back. Aaron doesn't like walking, so. the destination's probably closer than where we started from.
It is. It's just over there, and he kind of points his bow over in the direction of the light.
Before we head in that direction, Savant found some golem tracks.
Yes, you told us about them previously.
Aye.
The Duragar's attempt of something, an army. They're down here now.
Didn't you say they were bringing the materials down or something?
Well,
Or was that us that said that? I can't remember now.
yeah, from what we've seen, they brought both.
Right.
Oh.
Well, that's gonna be fun. We should probably regroup and compare notes properly then.
Well, let's get there first, and hopefully you can have a nice discussion with Arkan. Come up with an actual plan to get in.
In?
In?
What is it you've found?
Well, there... Yeah, I was going to call it a city, but it's more of a town than anything. The main concern is really the number. And, well, you've heard it. The voice. The whisper.
Aye.
Yes.
And I'm guessing this city is an Illithid city we're talking about here.
You would be correct.
Having the show.
What happened? Yeah, I am as well. What happened on the your path to get down here? Because we busted through a door that is presumably meant to keep the Illithids down here. Obviously, it hasn't worked so well, but
Well. After we first travelled down, there was, well, darkness. Not just dark, but darkness. Complete pitch black. There was no sight to be used. It took us a while to get through. Fortunately, I have a way of getting through those things.
alright.
It didn't take us too long. The problem was there were things in there. It made it difficult for, well, I can't guide while fighting at the same time. So, Arkan decided the best way was just dispelling it, which, well, exhausted most of his own potential, and we had to protect him. Then we came to, I would call it a chamber, but it was more of a void. There was a rift.
A rift?
It was more of a bubble. Apparently there's one of these in the Emerald Sea. These bubbles of energy which distort our plane of existence. Apparently it also messed up a bit of, well, everything. Gravity being the main one. It made it a bit tricky. Getting through took a little longer than we decided, so...
How long do you think you've been down here?
A day.
Okay. Because you mentioned the Emerald Sea when we went there. Time went all wibbly wobbly.
That is a thing that happens when you're close, but you're in a plane slightly warped than the normal.
Aye.
As you're talking, Aaron, you hear cracking a bone. Close.
Which direction?
To the west and north of you.
I think we're being stalked.
I think we were too loud.
Well, there's an easy solution to this problem, and Ulan's gonna get out his, like, ropey thing.
And as you're doing that, you hear more splattering, and all of you hear the sound of bones being shifted as several lanky, live, skin-tight creatures of dark, almost purplish skin, all holding bones with their teeth and roll initiative.
Well, we'll put the turn order on first, otherwise.
I could do that.
Otherwise, Mimsy yells at us all.
And I'll actually put you on the correct map before you do rolls. Give me a second.
That also helps.
We're gonna roll at 20.
Team advantage.
Wow.
Wow. You have the best dice ever, Ulan. Really do.
I feel like I need to change the colour. I feel like they're Ulan coloured, and therefore they're sucking.
Well, that's a mighty impressive advantage roll there.
4 and a 7. That is some solid stuff there, sir. Oh, there we go. Aaron beating you.
Shut up.
No, it's fine. He always needs to be at the bottom of the initiative.
Well,
What do you always need to be at the bottom?
Unnecessary advantage.
the thing is, he got the channel divinity, turn undead.
I would
There's
have.
somebody at some point.
Ooh, Saren. Rolling it up. Nat 20.
Oh, look at the cute little salad.
Let's just roll
Look at this
for
music, it's incredibly epic.
that. The AV. The good old average of 10. Solid. Actually, Ithamore, I think I've got you only as 60 vision, don't I? No, I've got you actually 120. Okay.
You need to put Hawkstrad on the map as well.
I do.
He's with me.
He's with me. Where is this
I
token?
should have got my bow out, and we should have done like bow buddies. That would have been amazing. Oh well.
But buddies. Now I have to scroll for there it is. Boop. Nice. So, need to actually roll for him. That'd be a good idea. Yep. Wow. Good job, Booker.
The overflow of net ones today.
We're making up for the other system where we did roll.
Well, still goes before Aaron.
Senator.
Oh, I need to do Senator as well. Damn it, so many NPCs. 3. No, 2. Good on you, Senator. Good on you. With, what's that, 19? Oof. Wait, does he go first? No, second. Okay. So.
Forgot to put the pen in the print order.
Oh, I didn't actually put it in the order. Let me do that.
I don't see any enemies.
Yeah, I was gonna. Don't you?
They are there.
They are there. They're just out of your range at the minute.
Oh, yes.
Oh, they're there.
No. What was it? 10.
Actually.
Alright. Yeah, because your vision.
Yeah, but that's good.
No, you can just see him.
What?
Yeah.
No, I cannot.
Don't you?
No.
Oh. Let me check you.
That's
Yeah,
like
technically on in dim line.
I can see up to here normally, and this is like dim, and I cannot see beyond this.
Oh, okay. It says 60, so they must be literally on your
Yeah,
edge.
I don't see this at all.
Well, technically they're on the bone pile, so you couldn't see him anyway.
There's one right here, really. If
Yeah. So, top of the initiative, Saren.
Oh, there.
you, Darren,
But
smash.
he's the fellow.
Okay. I have no choice, actually.
Remember, you need to something.
Oh, fuck! I forgot that. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, yeah.
this could hurt.
It'll be fine. How tall are these piles of bones?
They're not too tall. They're only about 10 feet high.
Okay.
It is difficult terrain though, climbing it.
Alright, so... 5, 10, 15...
Oh, Ulan.
Yes.
You need to give me a sanity check.
Yep.
You just need to beat 10.
Just needs to be 10.
No.
13.
What is 13?
Yeah,
13.
40...
Well, I rolled 13.
There you go.
That's okay. That effect I could have ended as an action anyway.
And,
They only last one turn.
yeah.
Alright, so 35, and then you said it's difficult terrain.
Yes.
Crap. Alright. So if I start... Okay, hold on a second, that was... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35... So... 45, 50, 55, 60... Alright, I think I can get there.
Bonus action movement? Yeah. Should
Yeah.
be able to. Alright. That's bonus action movement.
Yep, that's it for me this round.
You have action.
Well, I mean, I have to, and actually I have to attack, so...
Yeah, you have to attack.
Okay.
Can't use to act for anything else than attack.
And 14. Hits him.
Oh, good.
Which one are you attacking?
One each on the one on the left and the right.
Alright. Yeah. Both of them immediately collapse to your attacks as you cut through both of them immediately. Just in almost the same movement. They don't seem strong. They seem rather frail, actually. And you hear the just cracking of bone, which seems brittle as you just through both of them. Which ends your turn. Senator is just going to move on the closest one, which he can hear. Can he even make that? He will have to use a key point, but he could make it. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna start using key points for players on here. I know, right?
So, was that sarcastic enough, or?
Yeah, perfect, guys. So 7. The double 18, he hits, which I believe is a D10. I'm gonna say it's a D10. Plus Dex. Yep. Nice. 6 points of damage. Roll again. Second attack. That's better. It's not great, unfortunately, but it is still here. 4. Senator. Minimal damage. Doesn't even kill it. Actually, sorry, that's a lie. It does kill it. Just. Which, with the you can't even see it, which is probably a good thing. As you just hear behind this mound of bones. Ithamar, you're up.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything trying to sneak up on us.
Give me a perception check. From what you can see, these are the only ones you can see right now. either sneaky or there isn't any. Although you have an idea there's other creatures around that just don't seem to be sneaking up on you.
In that case, I'm gonna move forwards a bit. There, and I shall dash. Oh shit.
That sounds bad.
What can you see?
Across to Terra. Big nasty thing behind me about 60 feet.
Okay, why can't I see that?
Because you're more than 60 feet.
It's exactly 60 foot from me, and I'm
And you're like
15
10
feet
foot
away
from
from
it,
you.
so yeah.
Yeah. That's like 100 foot for you, and you don't have 100 foot. Which ends your turn, I imagine.
Yeah.
Alright. Seraphina. What you gonna do?
Did I hear evermore?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you're close enough.
I don't know if you're still attempting to be quiet-ish. Because there are still other
Seven
things.
climbed up a pile of bones. It made a bit of noise. Not a lot, but it made a noise. And then Ithamore did call out.
Okay.
Yeah, but they call out to Sam, which is not far away.
It's 10 feet, but yeah. It's not loud.
So how loud were evermore, Owen?
Hmm?
I'm asking Owen how loud Ithamore was.
Oh, how loud was Ithamore calling?
Only loud enough so that Siren could hear.
Okay, so you didn't hear then.
You might be able to hear that I said something, but you wouldn't be able to hear what I'd said.
Alright, there we go. Clarification.
I do not see anything either way. I just see people.
I see people.
See dead
And
people?
I just saw people walk specific places, so I assumed I saw something because dark vision.
Yep. You gonna hold something?
No, I'm just gonna. What the fuck is it? It is. Other one straight ahead.
Alright. Yeah, that's gonna hit. And 13 points of damage. Yep. Yeah, you just... And... It seems like it's almost made of paper or something, because it just ignites as it just collapses in the pile of bones. And then it starts making noises, just like... And collapses and kind of just rolls down this bone pile. And yeah, that made noise as it just clatters. And thuds by Ithamore.
I just have that oh shit expression.
It's like, ooh. Savannah.
Doop-de-doop-de-doo. I'm gonna shoot the one to the top, because that's what I can see.
Yep. That is the... technically it's half cover, but you're a sharpshooter, so you give no damns.
I acted before it, so I have advantage.
You do.
Yeah! But having shield out makes everything so fun.
And what is this with?
My hand crossbow.
Alright.
It's in range.
You hit something!
Oh my god!
And you kill it! In one shot. As quieter, with a gurgling sound, it collapses down, and Sarah, you just watch it disappear down the side. It's...
Aww.
Their turn. Directly underneath you, Saren, you hear buzzing. As out of the pile of bones comes a cluster of insects, which you are familiar with all too well.
Awesome.
Damn it, Saren, that's how you get ants.
Which begin to buzz towards the two of you. Closest. Ithamore, you may have got the attention of... Actually, I will... no, he heard the screeching. And he looks over and sees you, Ithamore. As it begins to charge towards you. And then Saren, you begin to see it. And like, oh, that's what he was talking about. As you see, it just starts bouldering towards Ithamore. Ithamore, can you give me a dex save as it's about to charge into you? Ooh, clean. As almost like a bull dodging contest, you just step to the side as it.
It was like a stop scrutiny. I was trying to swat the flies away, and I just ducked at the minute.
As like several arms just come swiping at you, and yeah, he had to dash to do that. So the insects are going to make attacks, 3 on each of you, from what it looks like. I'm just gonna roll 3 20s. And
Out of curiosity,
yes,
because they had to come out of the bone pile, we would notice them coming out of the bone pile. We wouldn't get an attack of opportunity, would we?
It's only when they leave your threat,
yeah.
not when they enter it, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you're
That's
Hole
the
Master.
additional rules you're thinking of.
Yeah,
Okay, now
You-
it's just
you have to have a feat to do that, from what I
God
remember.
damn it.
So I'm just going to roll 3 20s because they don't really have much in the way of positives. Saren. 16, nope. Yeah, it's only a +2 on each of these. And yeah, they have to roll, for Ithamore, they have to roll like an 18 to hit. I rolled 2 16s, which is 18, which is still enough to hit, I don't think.
No, it's not.
Yep.
I've got an AC of 20.
So yeah, they're all of them just like, they just can't get through your armor. Like, you were ready for this, and you give no damns. However, in the distance you hear... As you may have got the attention of others.
Awesome.
Oh, great.
At the end of their turn, Ulan.
So I'm going to run to there, which is within my movement. I've still got a square of movement left. I've got my Dragon's Fist out, so I'm going to do one of my trip thingies, which is just
trip
a
attacks?
contested athletics thing.
Oh, with the hook.
It's basically like a shove attack, yeah, with the
Alright.
grappling hook. So.
You just have to contested athletics.
I think he's either athletics or acrobatics for him.
Yeah, it's basically grapples. Yeah. He has a plus.
That's not great.
5 strength.
Yeah,
24.
Okay. I will try it again for my second
Yeah.
attack.
You kind of wrap it around one of the arms, and it kind of just
Wow.
tags.
That's
Yeah.
literally the exact same.
That's a natural 1, however.
Okay, so he is now prone.
As instead of pulling his front torso, one of his front torso arms, you go for his leg, and he seems to have a lot of weight in his back leg, and you pull it out underneath him.
Now, does it count as a melee attack? It does, doesn't it?
It does.
So I have advantage on. Well, I have to do an unarmed one anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll close the final 5 feet and I'll just do my bonus unarmed.
Drop kick the fall.
Yeah, basically. So why was I about to click unarmed defense? I want unarmed attack. Come on.
Doing a butterfly kick into a drop kick. You hit with a 20, doing a good old 7 points, which hits, but it seems as just fur, just like all over this thing, which seems to be just padding, which you don't feel any like substance you hit. It's just it feels soft. It's quite nice.
It's Sully basically from Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty Yeah, with with 4 arms. Yeah. At the end of their turn, Hogstrut is going to go for high ground.
I have
Is
the
it-
high ground.
I have the high ground, and he's going to actually start climbing up one of the bones. Actually, I do have to do an athletics check for him to see if he actually does it or not. He has proficiency. Alright, yeah. And he starts getting onto this bone. With his height, he's going to draw 2 arrows and fire down at the... No, he's not, because he has disadvantage. However, he can see that there are other ghouls coming, so he's going to take shots at them instead. The front
When it
one.
comes to things easy to kill, it starts to feel a bit like XCOM right now.
That's a miss.
That's gonna be one of them dumb sectopods in a minute.
Alright, so he hits one of them. And,
Come and just rip around.
Yeah.
Alright. Didn't half smoke. One shot hits the front one, which you can just hear. It just goes, but it seems to be still going. It's like, we've got incoming! Aaron. Aaron?
Hi.
There we go.
Oh my god, why is everything dead?
Because Seren's there.
That makes sense.
I have that effect on people.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
I would do something.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
I will cast a spell.
Oh yeah.
I will cast Spirit Guardians,
Oh, Spirit Guardians.
and that is all I am going to write down.
Alright. As you stand there with the glowing lights of...
English.
What are they beautiful angels that surround you? Is that
Or
what
is
it's-
there like all of them are like me?
Oh, little Aaron Cupids.
Little naked Aarons in nappies. Otherwise naked.
Saren.
Mostly naked Aarons. That's gonna be my new band, that.
Mostly naked Aaron.
Wow. Wow.
Getting all the signals.
I was.
Oh, yeah.
Just no. Okay. Alright. Well, I mean, I guess I'll. If the mosquito's the right size.
Yep, they're tiny.
Okay. Okay.
Small.
I'll take a swipe at the first one on that one.
Is that right or bottom?
Right bottom,
Okay.
diagonally.
Yeah.
Southeast,
Go for it.
basically.
Go for it. Yeah, that's gonna hit. And yeah, don't even need to roll damage as it's just and just splatters. It's just it's
And
just
although did Saren invent the sport of tennis?
oh better. Second attack. Doesn't hit. That was on the one on the right, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that one unfortunately doesn't hit as they're small, but they're pretty nimble.
Damn it. Alright. I think. Okay, because I didn't hit it. Okay, yeah. I can't use the focus die because I didn't hit that one. It actually missed. No, I'm good because I would have used my bonus action to rage.
Alright, so you're going to Rage's bonus action. Alright.
Yeah.
Senator can't see shit. Actually, no, you can see, actually. Yeah, you can see. Does he go for insects? Or does he go for the big brute?
I'll see a big brute.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the big brute. Just prone. Actually, 15, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, he's gonna get up to using another key point. Oh my gosh. And he's gonna start batting away some of the bugs. It's gonna go for the one next to you, Saren, first.
With advantage.
With advantage. Probably won't need it. Doesn't need it. Yeah, and I won't even roll damage because, yeah, minimum is gonna go split as the hammer just. And there is no bug anymore. He's gonna go for the one next to Ithamor. His second attack. And doesn't hit. But that ends his turn. Ithamor. Yeah, 3 bugs surrounding you and a prone gorilla thing.
I'm gonna Crusader's Mantle.
Crusader's Mantle.
Ooh!
30 foot, which is huge.
Can you put that aura on him,
Yep.
Andy?
I can do anything. Well, he's already done it.
No, you have to enable it forever.
Oh, I can say it. But I can turn it on. Which aura is this? That's aura 2. C. There we go. Everyone can see it now, right?
Yep.
There you go. Alright, so that's your action.
That's my action. Can't do anything as a bonus, so I'll just stay there.
Alright. Serafina.
I have a 5-foot radius thing. If
Yes.
I basically throw it at Ephemer, can I hit all of the things around him?
Yes. They are in 5 feet of him.
Okay. I want. Yeah, well, I am obviously gonna protect him.
Uh-huh.
And I will have a snowball fight with him. Oh, I was supposed to speak. But whatever.
So you're doing it at 3rd or 2nd level?
Second, so -5.
-5, so can't add up. 18.
18.
18. If they roll higher than 16 dex, which probably not, but we'll see. No. Nope. As the snowballs just rain down, which kind of just like cools you down, Ithor. 2 of them get slapped by snowballs and just like disappear.
Would it also catch the gorilla?
Yes. The gorilla does it.
I'm just imagining this insect getting basically snowball hitting it and it just flying and squash
Yep.
against something.
So the gorilla also takes the 27 points of damage. 23 points. Nope. 18 points of damage. Wow.
You can make it 27 if you want.
Yeah, I can make it 27, but I'm not that kind. Are you moving?
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's actual attacks, I believe. Yeah, when you hit with a melee weapon, so it doesn't matter.
No, we're not melee weapon. Weapon attack.
Nope. Oh, with weapon attack, yeah. So still,
Okay.
It matters to me.
yeah. Savant, however, that matters as you step into it. And a white glow envelops the crossbow.
I'm gonna hold my action for the gorilla to rise.
It's like, get up. Which, on its turn, it does begin to rise, so.
Take this, gorilla. Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, no, 9 unfortunately does not hit. As you aim, and as it gets up, it actually almost leaps at Ilfamore. So your shot just hits into the ground and just dink. And as it does, currently only 2 attacks and a bite are coming at you, Ilfamore. He only has a +4. So first claw is a 2, so that's not hitting. Next is a 15, which I believe doesn't hit, and for the bite, 24 hits. Yeah, never sure. With strength, which is +5. So you take 12 points from the bite as it kind of just lunges at you with both arms and then sinks its teeth pretty much into your shoulder and collarbone. As its jaw is like the size of your head, it could probably easily just take your whole head off. As that happens, you hear several ghouls coming from the east, which are going to... Actually, let me finish this out because it could be important. Get just within 60 feet. But unfortunately are just not close enough to get any attacks on you, Lan. You also hear a buzzing from insects, but they are kind of watching for the time being. That's their turn. There's 2 insects left, which let's see if they hit. It's unlikely, but we'll see. Let's roll a flat d20. One in Saren. Nope.
So cute.
It's like pink. And the one in Ifamore. That was like the only way I was going to hit Ifamore.
Critical mosquito.
It's critical mosquito as it bites in. Which is good because it does do necrotic damage, which is halved because of his armor. Actually, yeah. So I'll do the sting first of all. So you take 2 points of damage, and then the necrotic damage, which would have been 5, is only 2 against you. So total 4.
Don't you double the dice?
Oh, double it. So actually, yeah, it would be 10, so 5. So 5, 4, 9. Okay, so a total of 9 points damage. There we go. And that ends all of their turns. Ulan.
So first thing I'll do is another trip doodad on the big guy.
Alright, go for it. Try it. Try it. 23. Possible. So +5. 10. He falls.
Okay. Then I'm gonna turn and I'm going to use my Fist of Unbroken Air and spend a key point, and I will punch at range 3 of the people. So once each.
So you're gonna flurry of blows as well.
Yeah, spending a key point for flurry of blows so that I
Oh,
can
okay.
do 3 punches.
Sorry, I thought you were spending key point to knock him away.
Oh no, sorry.
Go for it. first attack on, I guess, the one directly in front of you.
Yeah. So I guess 1, 2, and 2, because the middle one probably.
1, 2, and
I'll
oh yeah.
probably hit the second one again because I didn't hit the first one.
Right. So 15, that's going to hit. 10, obviously, is probably going to miss because it's a natural 1.
Yeah.
And then you follow up for 20. So
7 and 9.
7 and 9. They both are blood. Actually, the second one you hit actually falls as you see there is an arrow in it, and you strike at the arrow point.
Just drive it through.
Drive it
Then
through.
we also need to roll a
Which-
d4.
D4.
Oh yeah, because I'm blessed. Well, I'm not blessed in the aura.
Oh, yes.
So is that for damage?
Yeah, damage. So it's a D4 damage of radiant damage.
Because we haven't buffered him.
Oh, well,
Ooh.
on the top one.
Which also kills it.
Yeah.
Remembering stuff.
As your air seems to singe it.
And as a like reaction thing, I'm gonna spin the ropey thing around me in a cool way, and then just like do the Neo come at me bro fingers at the other two.
And the other two, which are. Which, as they do that, are getting shot. The bottom one is going to get shot. Hits. Well, that was a really low roll. Wait, I can't be a plus century. Oh well. Actually, no. Yep. That one just drops. Well, oh my gosh, it's lagging.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. As you pose, you just see as both of them just drop as they're snarling at you. Sorry. Good distraction.
Darren, come back.
Oh,
Sorry. Help.
what's happening, Aaron? I'll bring you back
I
on.
accidentally
Oh,
deleted my token.
there you go.
Which one
Wait,
am
you
I
have control
compelled
of
to
the
attack?
And I'll throw you back on. Light. See. Boop.
I got the
There you go.
flash today. It's just Sharon fell down into the
Into the bones.
It's like, God damn it.
Ah. Aaron?
Yeah, which one am I compelled to pay?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Yeah,
Which
which one
one?
is he focused on? He wants to
Yeah.
know.
Oh, the gorilla? Oh, which one are you focused on? I would have probably said it would have been one of the ghouls, so they're now dead.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Ayo.
It's like, they're all dead! Hey! I don't care anymore.
I'll move here. Wait, it's difficult terrain, right?
Yeah.
Wait, where was I? I don't remember.
You were, I believe, here.
I think. Oh, okay. Or there. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's either here or there, so, yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I think I was. Where you went.
You would probably only be able to move next to Sarah.
No, I got
I can reach that one. The one across from me.
This one? Yeah.
Ayo, time to test. Let me find the normal character sheet.
Uh-huh.
Dang, with your new tie.
Ambi,
Ayo.
Hi.
can you put my initiative back on?
Oh, yes.
Oh great, I have a syntax error when I click on the thing.
Wow. What was it? It was 22?
22.
You haven't actually attuned to it yet, have you?
Is it attunement?
Maybe. But that hits. As you wait,
Oh, we did a lot.
that should be higher than 2, but never mind. Because it's supposed to have proficiency as well.
Oh yeah, I'm proficient.
It's like, yes, it's a +2 wet weight. Oh gosh. It still hits though. You don't need to roll. Yeah, go roll damage. Let's see. Let's see if you can actually not kill this thing.
SP 1d8.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Ended.
One-handed is 1d6.
Does it?
Yeah, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only simple.
Plus 2 on damage as
Yep.
well, right?
Plus, if you have strength.
I don't have it.
What? What type of roll is a d6 plus a d8?
Radiant damage.
Oh. Yeah. And yeah, you smited the bug as it vaporizes to your.
The Crusader's mantle.
So I don't need to roll that, right?
No.
It's lots of the sparkles.
Yes. Which actually, as you've been using it, it's starting to give off a glow. It's not fully glowing, but it's kind of got an internal glow to it, which looks like it's increasing. While it's happening, Seren, back up to the top.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, this might be a stupid idea.
It's Seren, so yeah.
Can I, using the... That's not what I wanted to do.
What is it you want to do, though? That is the question.
Right. Using the pauldrons. Sorry, for some reason the word was escaping me.
The shoulder pads.
Yeah. If I use them, intending to charge, so that'd be 10, 20. Oh no, that's still within my movement, and I'm gonna ignore the mosquito and aim for the big guy with the pauldrons.
Okay. Yeah.
Mosquito.
Yeah. It's a small creature, so it actually can exist in your space. Yeah, go for it. Make your attack against the brute, which is prone.
So it's advantage.
It is advantage. 18 does hit, as it takes 12 points of force damage.
And it's already prone, so I guess I don't know. Could I just shove it further back 10 feet or something?
It does have to make the strength save, but yes. Yep. It has to make a strength save of, I believe it's flat, so it should only just be 15, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been able to fix that.
Succeeds, but it's still knocked back 5 feet. So it's begins sliding across the floor as you shove it. So that little extra bit further. Yeah. Yeah, that was your action, so decent damage. Senator is going to... Yeah, he's going to follow up, running past Ithamor next to Ulan. He's going to make 2 attacks at advantage. With a Ziwomis Warhammer. That's a hit with advantage.
Hang on a
And
second, sorry, did Seren just like pauldron it while it was prone on the ground?
yeah, and it slid.
Nice! Sorry, I was distracted by looking for glow stick gifts.
That's a double advantage, so 25-25. That's gonna be some hits.
She elbow dropped it.
Basically. Plus 4. The first one, 8. Wow, double 3. Good job.
Plus 2d4.
Oh, plus 4. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Is it an upgrade? So first one, additional 2, and an additional 4. So additional 6, 16, 24. Nope, 22. Can't add up. Whoops. Yeah, it is increased.
Wait a minute, I hit him. Does that...
Yes.
count as 2 radiant?
Do an additional d4. An additional 4. Nice. Alright. Senator Ithamor. You're
I'm
next.
gonna move up. and attack.
Alright. With great advantage. That was a 7?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's some high poison. Yeah, and this is human, so I'm gonna have to do that. Con save.
Yeah.
Actually, it does have proficiency. Actually, no, it doesn't have proficiency. It's just 3 with advantage.
38.
Yeah, that's a fail. So it's going to take the poison damage as well. Is that with poison?
Yes.
37.
47.
47.
Is that
Ooh.
including the radiant as well?
No.
Yes.
Oh, it is. Nice.
15 plus 11, 26. 38. Oh, 44. 53, actually.
Oh,
I forgot
53.
the 6. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
not
missed
sorry.
the 6 as well. Yeah. I was gonna say it's 47. Yeah.
It is looking horrible as it's on the floor with just blood cuts and it's starting. You've already cut off one of its arms.
I point directly east and I say, if this is Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear's incoming.
Oh my god. She's mine.
Seraphina.
Oh god, it's phone.
Yeah. Have fun turning this other than me.
Just fireball everybody.
Just fireball the one guy.
I'm just gonna hold, yeah, I don't see anything else. I'm just gonna hold.
Alright.
Um,
A cantrip. Sure. A cantrip. Savant. I imagine you're gonna wait, or you're just gonna run at it.
Yeah, why not? Because heart attack is nothing to be faulty of.
That's your full move.
I'm gonna slash at it with my rapier.
Go for it. It is prone. And stab.
When my sheet like, yay, you have done that.
oh, Hawkstrike did say it's a distraction.
Probably is what we want to take care of.
Did he say it was a distraction?
No,
I
I think Owen suggested it maybe.
I did.
Be nice, fine.
I didn't.
Well, someone did, but well.
Yeah, I heard.
Ultrat, the NPC.
No, he didn't say that.
I heard somebody say it, but I already wrote it.
But yeah, rapier definitely hits, and you don't even need to roll the extra damage because as soon as you pierce into it, you get straight through your torso, and you pierce the heart directly as on the floor, just lying there. And kind of just curls up, almost spider-like, with its gorilla arms around itself. As it comes to their turn, you hear the growling as the one that Ifenward had pointed out comes running. And using its dash, it's going to charge directly at you, Savant. So you need to give me a dex save as it comes barreling at you. At the same time,
Holy shit.
so I'll move this one. There we go.
The only reason one actually went forward is because I need to conserve ammo.
Remember when they enter my aura, their speed is half.
Ooh. Alright. So this one would only be able to actually get to here.
I'm not seeing Aaron's aura, but
Really? Okay.
I don't know
No,
if you showed it, but
it's not really.
Yeah, it's not as important
okay.
as if it was. It's only the one I need to keep track of, so it's fine. Less things to worry about on the screen. Oh, I've got this another one.
There is another one under D.
Oh, there's another bug, yeah. I should do the bug. What do you roll? Oh, 10. So yeah, you're going to get barreled into, unfortunately.
Does this count as an attack?
Yes.
So I will do my like stubby thing
I'll see if it hits me first.
with the things from the ground.
Oh no, it's going to hit you. It's probably going to go for it, but roll the check. Not check. The reduction.
Roll the reduction.
Uh,
I can't. I'm having some really weird issues. I can't click on myself. Okay,
Huh.
now I can. And I'm getting like really bad lag in Roll20 right now.
fair enough.
Flight missiles.
Ooh, reduced to 0.
Oh yeah.
As
I did.
Huh?
I did hope my.
yeah,
thing.
go for it. As it comes out, are you going for the creature? Or are you going for one of the bugs?
Going for the big thing.
Go for it. As it comes barreling out the shadows, you fire a cantrip. And yeah, 21 hits definitely. For 14 points of damage. Nice. Oops. Yeah. That's yours. There's. Let's finish that. Yeah. He comes running at you, Savant, and you're about to get hit, and then kind of like wince, and it seems to just stop as stone and rubble and vines seems to just fall and collapse into the ground.
I look behind me, cowering behind my shield.
They're not going to be able to make it to Aaron. Is it when they end their turn or when they start their turn?
Both. I mean, once, but either way.
Okay. Oh yes, when they first enter it and when they start. So 3 of them need to make saves, otherwise they're just going to vanish. So do closest one to you. It's going to fail. The one above that one definitely fails, and one closest to Saren actually succeeds. Still dies. Actually, roll damage just to see if it does.
Roll damage.
Which is like 2d8, 3d8.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god.
2
Like
8s.
Serafina?
Wow. 2 of them do just disintegrate into the mist of your cupids flying around. One of them does seem to manage to get through, and is going to attempt to make an attack on Saren. So 3 of them are going to try to. Let's see if they can beat her AC. A 19 makes it 21.
Yep.
So one of them manages to poke you. It's not going to do much, as this is going to be halved. So 1.
I just imagining people
And then 5 points of necrotic.
around
Which is-
the bed and Saren is just glaring
So
at them.
6 total.
Yeah. So 6, yeah.
Okay.
The ghouls here do get to make them move down. Six. Oof. As they're just clambering down, jumping through, and some of them are holding bones. But there's 2 other clusters that seem to be trying to get to you, but they can only get to there. Ulan. Yeah, Ulan, you're up.
I'm going to take a step to there. And I will try and trip first on the big doohickey. Which is terrible, probably doesn't succeed.
We'll see. Yeah, it only has a +5, but oops,
Oh, no.
no. 5.
Why did I roll acrobatics? That's completely the wrong thing anyway.
So it's-
supposed to be like
It passes though, so
yeah, it passes anyway. But
yeah. All right.
I rolled the wrong thing.
So that's your first one.
No, just spend a key point and punch it 3 times.
Go for it.
It's not flanked, is
As
it?
it's kind of reeling back already from just like hitting your barrier. You go in. And 18 definitely hits.
15 on the critical.
19.
15 and a critical. The 15 actually hits as well. The critical. So yeah, all three of them
Shitty
hit.
damage though.
Yeah. 3 6s. Oof.
No, that's
Wow,
not
4
sixes. That's
sixes.
4 sixes.
Yeah. 4 6s.
And don't forget the radiant damage.
I will, yeah,
Yep.
I know.
So I'll add that up. So first one was 12,
It's
18,
24 so far.
24, and
So
then
it's 4 times 6.
Basic math here, guys.
29. Alright, 29 points of damage. Alright. As you let loose on this one.
I'm doing this. Oh no, I'm not behind Senegir. Not Senegir, Savant. I was going to do it over his head. But then I thought, no, I'm not sure.
Booker's going to get a little further up into this bone to get a height advantage, and is going to let loose on the 4 approaching ones.
The 4 approaching ones.
From what he can see, as he kind of calls out, 4 more.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, is there? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can see some sliver in bottom. That's right.
Oh, there they are.
So-
Sometimes having such a good dark vision as a face.
it's like, I see my approaching doom.
See all the waves
Oh my gosh. As, you just hear coming from the bones, it's like, Aaron.
I wonder what it counted down to. 3,
So,
2, 1, here.
3, 2, 1.
that's 10 feet of movement, right?
Yep.
And that's 5.
Yep.
Okay, so I can get here easily.
Yep.
Uh,
Bye, bugs.
Baby?
uh,
Oh dear God.
I will stab one of them, the one with my left.
Well,
Alright.
technically, have they just entered your aura? So don't
No,
take
it's when
damage from that anyway?
they go into it, not when he goes towards them.
so
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like multiple times.
That would be amazing.
So it will be at the start.
Oh my gosh, Brittany's rolling so well. Yeah, that totally hits. Roll the dodge. And then plus a diff
Oh,
roll.
yeah. Oh,
Because you're in the other aura. It's just like it's like you're holding a lightsaber at this point. You just bzzz, and it just disintegrates around it into ash and just falls away.
Which ones?
That one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was your attack. Do you have a bonus?
yeah. I do, but I cannot do anything with it.
Alright. Saren, you're back at the top. What you doing? Oh, there is a bug above you, actually. Yeah. Oh, I didn't actually attack with him. Oops. Oh, well, it's probably not going to hit
And you didn't. Yeah. And I think you would have to do a save with him. For me.
you. No, he was out of your range. So it's when he starts.
Nope.
Oh, okay, never mind. I shall roll. Oh, no. Yeah, he does roll. Yes, he failed. Okay, he dies. Hold on, Saren, it's going to move you a second. Boop. There you go. What you doing? You see one of them hasn't been tripped, and it's next to Ulan. 3 ghouls approaching Ithamor.
All right. I will pat Aaron on the shoulder. You've got this. And then 20, 25. Okay. And I'll take 1 attack on each of the 2 that I can reach.
Alright, go for it. First attack on the left one, I guess.
Yes, sir.
19 definitely hits. For 10 points. Yup. Yeah, do the d4 just. Yep. He gets cleaved in twain as you just stroll up. Whoop. Almost with a go fling, just straight through the center. Second attack.
And I'm gonna declare fire cleave on the second one? Spend a focus die?
It has to be within 5 feet.
5 feet of it?
Yeah,
of another
it,
enemy
yeah.
or me?
Of it, yeah. It's already dead, so...
No, it says within, spend a focus die and perform a cleaving attack against one creature within melee range of me.
Oh, okay.
And then the extra... Oh no, the extra damage has to be on range with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't make sense. It would be a waste of a focus die at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically when they're clustered next to you.
Well, actually, can I take the rest of my movement and then do the cleaving attack?
Yeah, technically. Yeah.
Okay.
There's both of them next to you, so you take one and then you cleave it with the other.
Okay.
That's if you hit.
That would help, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, you hit. So roll cleaving damage. So this is on the first one, so he takes 13.
That, and no, he takes more than that because he also takes the d6.
Alright, so he takes an extra
And
2.
then
Yeah, I know he's
the
dead.
Second one.
It's going to take the damage plus...
Oh, the second one takes the damage plus the d6, I think. Hold on. On a hit, roll damage plus focus die to weapon damage, and then also deal the focus die damage to another creature within range.
Yep, it's the 2.
So is it just the focus die?
It would also be the D4 actually, because
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
you're hitting with melee weapon, so he also takes the D4 damage. So roll another one for him. So he's going to take 2. And he also takes 2. All right. He is wounded severely as this like radiant cuts across him, but that one hasn't fallen. But not for long, as Senator is going to try and take the killing blow.
God damn it! Are you bastard is kill stealing?
Yep.
Sorry, we're having relationship issues.
He's going to take a swing.
You killed sealed off me because
Oh,
I
yeah.
got blocked those guys.
Oh yeah, no, he totally is going to try and knock this one out.
So you're leaving the
Yep.
big ass gorilla.
I don't even need to roll the d4. He clocks this one.
Off range and range are taking on melee.
As he just clocks it across the head and just jaw just slaps it to the floor.
Yes, you are ready.
Yep, Ithamore.
Can I take a perception test to see if I can see what I can see on the map is coming from the north?
You can attempt to, yeah. It is very dark, so yeah, definitely. Yes, you can.
Okay, in that case, I will step up behind the two walls and say, "We rifling incoming," and then I rest my movement to get behind the gorilla. So he's flanked. And
Yeah. $31. Yeah, those all hit. It will make. Well, just gonna attempt to try and save that. So it's probably gonna fit. Oh no, it succeeds. So it doesn't take poison damage, but it is gonna get. It's gonna get slashed.
44, including the radiant, but no poison.
Yeah, no poison.
Okay.
So was that 44?
32, 44, yes.
All right. Wow. You almost doubled the damage that it had taken. No, you did double the damage it had already taken in one round from Mithril. Damn. Yeah, as you just cleave through its back, as it's kind of disoriented between going for Savant or Ulam, and then yeah, Seraphina. What you up to?
Looking at the bugs, that's annoying. Apparently.
The box?
Bugs!
Oh, the bugs. Well,
If I want to attack the one between me and do I have advantage?
It's really a bug, so probably no. It doesn't really have flanking conditions for a bug. Too small for that.
Well, I don't care anyway.
No, you don't care either way, you just reach up, which is hilarious because you kind of like hop. It's like, huh, as you reach up for it and as it just like electrifies itself and just kind of leaving little fingers.
Terra is the bug zapper. Aaron is the bug going towards the bug zapper.
With that, Savant, face to face with a giant grizzly monkey dog.
Thing.
Yeah! Take this, you foul fiend.
I don't see any rolls.
They will be coming.
There we go. I'll say wait
It's
for it.
lagging.
And there it is. Yeah, both of those definitely hit. For 5 and 7. Oof. Pokey poke. 12. Yeah.
Everything loads.
You kind of poke through the fur. It's easy enough to hit. Oh, with the extra damage, I forgot about that. It's 5. Another 13. 12.
25.
12, 13, 17, yeah, 25.
Yeah.
I do some damage in my life.
Oof. Yeah, it's looking horrid. It's getting close to about the same. However, it is his turn.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
Their
this
turn.
is Mummy Bear.
The ones here are gonna come up. Actually, can they even make it? Nope, I'm not gonna go to there.
Full squad.
Oh, that's the problem. Oh dear.
It's like, sorry. It cools down.
I haven't slept in 3 days, guys.
As is happening, if more you do see them approaching. And
Oh, they're just in my field of vision now. Make a wisdom saving throw.
not just in range to be effective.
Oh, I'm almost sorry.
Yeah, instead he's going to do that. Instead, he's going to cast a spell, because it's more effective that way. Or at least, he holds out a staff, which releases a spell.
D.
Yeah.
Cough, cough, pauldron cough. Do you let me know what's going on?
As you will know, as I
Yeah, the
need...
second I see Illithid, I am shouting Illithid.
Wait, what?
There is no
One, two.
uncertain terms that there is a fucking Illithid in my field of vision.
Oh,
No. No.
Okay,
Illithid-
see, that's the
Illithid
kind of
and
thing
monkey?
that you should have told us when you saw it.
No, I just saw it.
No, in the Ithamore, because you'd seen it earlier.
yeah, but
Him,
I
yes.
passed it on to Sarah and Sandra.
Before that, can you like destroy that bug?
Yeah.
Because he starts his turn next.
He's going to start his burn, and he just needs to make a wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah.
He's probably going to fail it. Yeah. As you're like, Illithid!
I don't know if the one next to him.
That one's not going to be. That's out of range.
Yeah, but is he gonna come into the?
Yeah, so he's going to enter. Cool enough to you, so. He should succeed. Nope. As soon as he enters. However, as you shout Illithid, you get about halfway, and I need Seren, Seneja, which I'll do, Ithamore, Aaron, and Seraphina. I need you to give me wisdom saves. As spectral chains come out of the ground. Nice. Actually, is everyone in range of your aura? No.
Yeah, everyone is.
No, his aura of protection.
Oh!
Which is only 10 feet.
Which is
right?
only 10 feet.
Oh,
I'll use a hero to do
Let's
that.
circle around me.
Yeah.
It
So-
is against magic, right?
It is magic, yes.
So
So
I
you
have a
can.
+1.
Last one. Oh, that's yours
Yeah,
is
for
16.
my rogue. That I keep forgetting.
Saren?
I'll use luck as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, because you rolled a 1. Alright, go for it. And I'll do
I need to roll
synergies.
higher than 5, please. Thank you.
Oh, that's a lot better. He has an advantage. I think it's 6. No advantage, proficiency. Synergy.
Minus 16.
Yeah, yours is 16. Aaron, yours was 19.
27.
27. Oh yeah, no, you definitely succeed. Ithamore, you succeed as well. Seraphina, you were 16, would you say?
Yeah.
You succeed as well. So just Saren and Senager, dwarves,
Unlearners.
you become completely paralyzed as these spectral trains wrap around, holding you in place. As you're halfway into speak, paralyzed. As
you need new dice, D.
I don't need new dice. I need a new fucking roll 20 is what I need.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
Yeah, one's closer enough, so Aaron and Ithamore, you two can definitely hear a voice speaking to your mind. Why are you here?
Because we don't like you?
Cannot say anything.
Can't say anything.
Down, yo.
Gee, thanks.
As that goes on, the Mama Bear is raging and is going to pummel the one who's done the most damage, so Ithamore. So it's actually going to make 4 attacks at this point now, as it is in a fury. Unfortunately, the first one misses immediately. Second one. Wow. Can I get a 1? No, okay, I get an 18. Alright. And I'll do the 4th one as well, because 16. So only one of the 4 hits actually hits you. As this is a claw.
Paralyzed is a dumb name for that status effect because that is more than just being paralyzed.
Yeah.
That's like practically comatose.
Being paralyzed is kind of like all muscles seize up.
Yeah, but you can't take any action, even like a mental action.
Yeah. Well, being paralyzed is your brain is a muscle.
I would also say it attacks the nerves.
Yeah, actually, text this.
But
So
that's not how the human body works.
magic. So if you take 10 plus 2 rage damage, so 12. As it's just berserking on you, trying to inflict pain upon you. The 4 approaching ones, only 2 of them can actually make attacks. One is on you, Ulan, as it's going to leap up on you.
Yep.
Something plus 4. Yeah, that's not going to reach as it just like tries to leap up at you and you just like bat it away. Just like with one hand, just like. The other one's going to go for you, Ithamore. Rosing a 9, which is pitiful. And that's all. There's no bugs. Oh, that one's going to actually move further up.
I see. Oh.
I see nothing. I can just see
That. Ulan.
an edge.
I'm going to tail whip the guy, the ghoul that's near me.
Yep. The one right in front of you. Go for it.
Yeah, like
Actually, I'm
that.
gonna move some of the.
I mean, this guy here, that dude, yeah.
On attack. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Does 11 kill it?
With a D4, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Boop. Oh, Ithamore, you need to make a Constitution check. DC 10.
Constitution save or
Yeah, save. For your concentration. Yep, succeed. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to. Well, I want to move to the other side of Savant. Will that incur an attack of opportunity? Or can I just like reroll like that?
Yeah, you can move across them. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You can move through friends, I think, on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will take another attack advantage this time on the big furry one.
Mm-hmm.
When the max.
You has advantage. Yep. You just, as it's turned around, you just go straight for the spinal cord with one fist, and just, and you hear a crack, and it just begins like dry heaving. It's like,
But still alive.
nope, as it collapses forwards.
And then, because they said lithid, I'm just gonna like move up here until I see it.
Yeah, you heard Illa, and they froze. It's like,
Okay. I don't see an illithid yet, but I've still got
60 feet.
I've still got a couple more. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna, as a free action, put my rope thing away, and as a bonus action, get my bow out, and then that's it.
All right. Hawkstrad is up there.
Be useful, Hawkstrad. Come on.
He has, yeah.
Can't see at this point, but he heard something, and he sees you running. Yeah, he's going to spend an action and do something, which currently ends his turn.
So Saren is paralyzed, right?
From what you can see, she has stopped, frozen, and is like pointing northward.
I'll sigh.
Well, Synergist too.
Yeah, Cinder as well.
Then
Oops.
oh, I'll use 20 feet here. Use laceration on paralysis.
Oh yeah. Releasing her from her bonds. As Saren, your senses come back and you feel control.
And then
Motherfucking illithids.
Yeah, and then I'll use the rest and the movement to get here.
Alright. Saren, you're back up.
Am I technically
Okay, I'm sorry.
inside Ithamore's aura at this point?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. What's the radius on the thing?
It's 20 feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it? No, it's 30 feet.
30 feet, then I am. Yeah, okay.
It's a radial, so there is some squares that you're out, so yeah.
Yeah, if you do square by square, you wouldn't be in it.
Oh, okay.
Usually count the square.
Yeah, it's only
Okay.
technically these 3 squares, which are in.
Yeah, if you click square on your aura, you'll be able to actually.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, that's a square, not radial, so slight difference, but yeah. But yes, so,
Okay.
what you doing?
Shield wall. Sorry, got a couple there.
Well,
I don't have an acceptable. I don't actually. Alright, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they don't have spells though.
Surrender.
Yeah, but it's better for us to be together than spread out.
You know what happens when we spread out?
Right. Well, then I will move there. And the furball is blocking my direct line of sight to the illithid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I will throw 2 axes at the furball.
Go for it. Is it within
Actually,
20
no.
feet?
I'm gonna throw a spear.
No. A spear or javelin?
No, spear. It was the adamantine ones they made me.
Okay, those are only
yeah.
20 feet.
Well, it's the same difference. You can throw a spear as a javelin. So
I think javelin has 30.
Yeah, well, there's the.
Yeah, it's a sweet difference, I believe. Yeah, a javelin has a slightly standard range in comparison.
I think it's 30, 45, something like that.
We can double check. We have the internet.
I think it's, yeah, spear is 20, 40.
There is. Simple weapon.
30,
Spears,
120,
yeah,
yeah.
2060. Javelin is 30, 100. 100. So yeah, slight difference. So you can move a little bit further up.
No, I want the radiant damage. I'll stay right where I am.
Okay.
you can prepare an action
Yeah, you can do that.
and throw it when it comes in range.
Yeah, I'll do that. I will hold.
All right, hold.
So you're doing a Roman thing and holding up your javelin.
I imagine you're holding the javelin out, so you put the axe on your back.
Yeah. Well, it's the little axes.
Okay. So that Sillinger is going to join the wall. Siding up next to Ulan.
That's.
Isn't he still chained?
Oh, he is. Thank you, team. Thank you, team. That's why I like you guys. He does have to try and make a save, however. Or you can use an action to break it. No, yeah, no, he can do that now. Yeah, so he uses his
Still,
action.
never mind.
Yeah.
No, you can't take an action if you're paralyzed. That's what we were just talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
That really
Which is
sucks.
bullshit,
Why
yeah.
can't you fight against an effect like that? It completely takes
Yeah.
you out.
You can
Like-
with a saving throw.
No, you can't because he just said you can't take that action.
No. We were talking about using the monk ability where you spend an action to end a charm or fright effect or anything.
Yeah, but that's specifically Charm or Frighten. So the Paralyze is different. But he still gets to make a Wisdom save to try and break out of it. Oh, which is +6, I think. Which is enough. So that ends his turn, but he's out of it now. Ithamore.
I'm going to send an attack into the room below me.
Go for it. That's a hit, yeah. And yeah, with a D4, he's gonna die. Yep. He literally had to roll a 1, which is practically impossible not to.
I'm going to step up on top of him and
Squish.
attack the one below me.
Yep. He kind of crunches more than squishes. It's kind of weird.
And he's dead.
Yeah, no, that's instantly dead as well as you just slaying through these things.
Offhand into the last one.
Yeah. 21, yeah. It is technically not a beast, but D4. 10 points damage.
That's not a room.
That's
Yeah.
spaced out. He spaced out. Yep. Dead as well. As you just slashing through these fools as they were attempting to approach, and you decimated through them. Seraphina.
I have the trait that's called nimbleness. That says I can move other creature space without any difficulty.
Well, they're dead, so there isn't much difficulty there.
What if I had to move them?
Yeah, it's dead. It's not extra movement. It's only extra movement when they're actually alive.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand there. And then I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Mage armor is Savant. They're forming the wall.
I'm here to join the wall. I take my vow.
Take the
my
black
vow.
fox. Yeah.
And because it looks symmetry-ish, I'm gonna step there.
And now my watch begins.
And now my watch begins.
No, my
Yeah, I
watch.
see something in the dark.
You now see it as it begins approaching. Do you do anything else, or is that your whole movement?
No, that's just my normal movement.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah.
Hi, little guy in the back.
Yep. Yeah, you can shoot him because you have sharpshooter.
I don't care if someone is
Apparently you do care, as stink and into one of the bone ribs that is moving through. As you just hear, is that all you have?
I say no when I shoot again.
With action search? Because it's a crossbow. You don't have reload.
It's yeah. So I pull out the light crossbow.
You have a second crossbow?
I have 2 crossbows. I have a
Oh,
light crossbow and a
never mind. So you pull out the second crossbow. Alright, go for it. It's just dropping crossbows. 18. That's gonna hit though.
Don't need action shot because I have quick draw now. Haha!
Alright, 18. 14 points of damage as you shoot as he's talking and he's like, ah! Your mind is my first. As he's going to move up next to his pet.
Oh, perfect.
Did he just move?
Yes.
Oh, and
No, not close enough. Hold on.
Not for that, no.
it goes the other 2 damage.
Oh, yeah. 2 extra damage.
Oh, he's 30 feet away. What did we establish it was?
Spears are 20-60.
Oh.
It's javelins, which are 30.
Close range.
Yeah. And
Technically he can. It would just be with disadvantage.
Yep.
Stab it.
All of you are perfectly within a cone as he releases a psionic wave of energy. All of you need to give me intelligence saves.
Is this an attack?
This is a ability.
Yeah, it's
But it counts as magic, right?
yeah,
It does not count as magic, as it is.
Is it a spell like ability?
It is.
it's just a trait. Oh.
Yeah, it's a trait, so it's not a spell.
That should
Wait,
have been
what?
an advantage.
Oh,
But
right,
unfortunately,
okay.
the better one was first.
The better one's first anyway.
It's still not good enough, is it?
So I don't roll with advantage, sadly.
I
Yeah.
got some big
Oh, I did a
bonus.
check, not a saving throw.
Oh,
Not that it makes a difference, because.
do you have a proficiency bonus? I was like, do you?
I was like, why does mine look different?
It's like yours is shorter than the
Oh
rest.
no.
Come on, now, that's personal information.
Everyone but Mimsa succeeds.
Really?
Really?
16 I failed?
What?
Wait, don't you
Oh,
mean everyone
it's
but
an
Mimsa
intellectual
fails?
test.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, am I closer to it more for a +2?
Yeah.
You are in
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it's not going to save me, but it might save the
It
others.
does save Aaron, actually. Yeah. That's a good point. Thank you for reminding me, because it's white on blue, so I can't tell. Actually, Ithamore, does that include you? No, it does include yours. Okay.
I'll just look back at something.
As everyone else begins clutching their head.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled really low. Oh, 3 ones.
Really?
Actually, I need to roll for.
As you said, anything.
I need to roll for Seneca, and he doesn't have a bonus either.
It makes it though.
Still make. Wait, +9?
How
Wait,
did you roll a +9?
I don't know. Wait, what?
He's
Yeah,
in
the
the
first
aura,
one is
so
a
he'd make it.
16, and he gets the +2. So.
Yeah, he gets it. So he succeeds somehow as well. So, all of you that failed takes 14. Aaron and Seraphina, you only take 7.
Is this just pain or is it some kind of effect?
You are stunned. Not paralyzed, stunned.
I need to roll a concentration save.
Yes, as well as Ithamore.
I think when you're stunned, you're incapacitated, and when you're incapacitated, you cannot concentrate.
That doesn't sound right at all.
You should be able to concentrate still, I think. Ooh, yeah. So Ithamore, yours drops.
Doesn't he get plus? Yeah, he does.
He's got it automatically on his. So yeah. The Crusader's mantle drops. However, you keep your spiritual thing, which is good as the pet begins charging forwards, almost like a battering ram into the group of you.
He's slowed whenever he enters my area.
Yep. Still could make it though. As he's going to batter into the two right in front of him, which both of you are stunned.
No.
No.
Aaron and
Oh no, Aaron, you're not stunned. Sorry. So you still get to make a save.
But first he takes that save and a
He
damage.
does. It's a wisdom save. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure he's going to fail this because he has a minus. He has like a really
Well,
low
he only,
minus.
he only needs 15.
He has a -2, so we'll see. There we go.
Heyo.
So how much damage? 11.
The
Oops.
ones today.
Alright. And yeah, you need to make a dex save. Saren's gonna fail this, unfortunately, because unfortunately she is stunned.
What save?
Dex. Yes. As it just bows, it's like. And it's gonna slam into. Basically. That's amazing. How do you dodge this thing? I am curious.
Oh, easy. He goes behind me.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah.
No, it's the ballet lessons.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
The
a
ballet. Oh, beautiful. Which in that case, Saren, you just take the full 18 halved. Because you are raging still.
Yeah. I might be in pain, but I'm fucking pissed.
And Ulan, you are stunned, but you get to make an intelligence save.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think, does this come under Stillness of Mind?
It's not a charm, I guess.
Yeah, it's not a charm. 13. Not enough, and you're just out of the aura rage for the bonus either.
Well, that wouldn't help. It won't be enough anyway.
He's in the water range, but okay.
Which, at this point, Hawkstrike can now see the bitch. Yeah, even after the 80 feet, you can still see it. And seeing like 4 of you are stunned. Yeah, like 4 of you are stunned. He's gonna try and make a shot. Yeah, he's gonna use that to make it advantage. I can see the bitch.
You know, I heard it too. Don't
I
worry.
could have sword Ambi, yes. You're gonna sword me? What? What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all want to do that right now.
What?
What?
Yeah, he's gonna take a shot with advantage at. Oof.
Jesus fucking Christ, Monstrat. Really?
Wow. I actually need to check if that actually does hit or not. 14 hit his AC. He doesn't have dex, but he's wearing armor, which is only leather, which only puts it to 13.
Both hit.
Just hits. Just hits. Which is good because as you see a flash of white pass over you guys' heads.
Uh-oh.
Oh! He's
see.
using the textureless glitch arrow.
And it actually has to make a save. And it's con, which it doesn't have much in the way of con. I think it has. Yeah, it doesn't even have proficiency. It's literally just a straight roll. Holy moly. Yeah, I will roll. I will roll to myself to see. Because this is gonna schmart. And of course I roll ridiculously low. Wow. But you see just this streak of light fly over your head, slam into him, and he doubles over, clutching at this like string of white lights that's coming out of his chest. You get that. Over here. And he takes a second shot.
Who dares defy me?
Does that
The
bugger
rain's
up
terrible.
his like mind flaying on us?
He does have to make a save.
Oh my god. Hawkswan, putting your shit together.
It's fine. He's being really efficient. He's just getting exactly what he needs.
Just needs. So yeah, he needs to make a con save of not very high. It doesn't have proficiency, so it's just a straight roll again, but he's with advantage. Ooh. As he fires his second shot.
The white one.
No, he doesn't fire another one by one.
Okay.
This is just a standard one, which doesn't look standard as he flies over. It actually is purple.
Okay.
But just hits. 1, 2. Wait, was it +9? That is not right. I added up wrong though. It's only plus. Yeah, it's only plus. Oh, actually, no, it is +9. Oh my gosh, yeah. Archery bonus. Ridiculous. Throws a 1. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah. But yeah, with those 2 shots,
Did he just one shot? Oh, 2 shot.
no. Oh wait, he is a fighter, fortunately, so he does get a second shot. The third shot. Put it back in. Okay, there we go. Now he's actually aiming properly now. And this is another of just the same single arrow. There we go. There's some damage. So 28 plus the white arrow damage.
This is the battle that he lost his.
Is still doubling over and hacking up blood. It's trying to pull out specifically this white arrow. But all of you that were stunned are no longer stunned.
Yeah.
Aaron, it is your turn.
Oh yeah.
You still kill Silas.
I'll move around here.
As you move around the creature.
Oh.
And
First,
you give me flanking, you know what a girl
Yep.
likes.
first I'm gonna throw my spear at him.
You're gonna throw the spear.
Yeah.
You haven't attuned to yet, unfortunately. It's the same as a normal attack roll, yeah.
But I have 1, so what's 5? I have 4 proficiency or 3?
You have 4 proficiency, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have 4. So it's 4 plus 2, so that is.
Ooh, attaboy.
I was gonna say there is a little bit of cover bonus because of one of the rib cages, but yeah, that still hits.
Damn it.
Yeah. When you throw it, the glow actually covers the entirety of the spear, and it turns into something similar to a guiding bolt.
Ooh.
Can you roll another d8?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Extra 5. What was that? 7, 8, 12. How do you want to do this?
I want to say, hey, Squid Face, catch! And I want to throw it into his mouth.
As the tendrils actually kind of open as he looks up towards you, and without any substance, it just passes straight through, past his jaw, and literally passes through his entirety of his mouth, and you hear it stick into one of the bones behind him. As he just collapses with just a hole burned through his entirety of his mouth.
Well, I guess calamari's on the menu again.
As that happens, Saren, you have a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah. I'm gonna declare the extra damage die, and this is at advantage. So let's hope this works.
Oh, execution time.
Yeah, I'm done.
Ding ding.
I am very done.
It hits.
It hits.
So for an extra, roll another d10? 12? Max damage. So 17, 20, 29.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, 29% damage. I like that sucker. Yeah, I'd say this as well. For another 18, are you spending another charge or just...
No.
Okay, so another 18 points of damage.
So 37.
37. Nice.
No, 47. Sorry, 29.
Yeah, 47 I was going to say.
47.
Yeah. You gonna use a focus die, or you happy as you are as you slash into this creature's face?
Turning a focus die. I'm pissed.
Go for it. Make attack just as normal then.
Actually,
The 19 is first. Yeah. Unfortunately, you only rolled a 2 on the second, but that is still a hit.
I can roll that for a damage die.
You can. I re-roll it. It's a 1.
Why is it a +8?
Yeah, just ignore the +8. It's because if I have to re-roll my regular damage,
Yeah, you just run right. Which I think you have to take the next number, no matter what it is.
have to take the 1, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to take the 1, so it's 16. Okay.
It's only a point difference. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, which ends your turn. Senator, broken out of it, is going to go into the flank as well to give the opportunity to Elan. I'm just going to go in for 2 swings with the hammer. Doesn't have advantage, so it's just flat, but it's a +7 still. That one's going to miss. Actually, that would have been the second roll anyway. So both attacks actually flail. He's like, Ulan, get in here.
That's what she said.
Whoa. Evermore.
We've been breathing Ulan's diary again.
I am gonna move
I forgot I got hit.
and wait.
Got hit once, so.
Mm-hmm. Oof. And yeah. What's the total just without the poison? 60, 29, 30,
36 plus
36.
poison.
yeah. It is looking horrid. Similar again to the other ones, it is profusely bleeding from across this very grey fur of it, and it is now soaked in its own blood. As it's
Okay, so I think I can heal still it.
I'm gonna try.
unless Ethan blows smite on it.
But you need to get in with a stick, sorry.
Yeah, you need to do it in melee. That's the reason.
Has to kill it in melee.
No.
No? Okay.
Well, I can't take it in there. Like, oh, no.
Come on, whack them all.
We are all melee fighters.
You have flanking with me.
Yeah.
Well,
Shocking grasp. Bonk.
no, it's not.
So, Serafina. Commander God. Alright. Yeah, that definitely hits still. That's level 1. Oh, that's such good for a level 1 spell. 18 points of damage, yeah. What type of damage are you doing?
Fire.
Fire. Yeah. Even though its hair and fur is soaked in this deep red blood of its own, it catches fire still pretty well as you set fire, and it howls as it begins reaching and trying to grab at its own fur as it starts to pull it out and collapse.
Good job, Serafina.
And
Just screams in pain.
We don't kill them with fire.
that's always a good point. As the chaos of blood, and you notice that a collective of the swarms of insects begins to buzz around, scenting the smell of blood in the area.
Come on,
About
bro.
that ghoul up the top there.
Hawkstride is just like hopping down.
Time to go.
I think it's time for us to leave. Northwards.
Off we go. Quickly.
And we'll.
I'll grab my spear before we go.
Yes, you go and pull it out, and it is completely undamaged, and it's reverted to pale
Pretty crystal.
crystal.
You're so cute. I'm gonna keep you.
And we'll end the session there because we took way too long.